Hello there, everyone, and today we're going to be talking about love. Or maybe we're going to be talking about the lack of love. For anyone who is a Bionicle fan, you're probably aware of the infamous line, love is not canon. Or maybe it's romance is not canon. I've heard both, and I can't find a concrete source on which is completely accurate, but they mean basically the same thing. For those who are unaware, one of the main writers for the Bionicle books once said that love isn't canon in Bionicle. The stories were never really meant to focus on or really explore romance. Of course, canon has never stopped shippers. So today I decided it would be fun to take a look at what is the shipping world of Bionicle like? How exactly do you ship characters in a world where you're not really meant to? I hope we don't run into too much degeneracy, but we're talking about shippers. That's like all they know. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I'm using an incognito tab just so I can get unbiased Google searches. So let's go ahead and get started with just the simplest thing we can. Bionicle ships. Bionicle ships. Bionicle ships. I don't know what I was expecting. Okay, let's work with this. Oh, okay, there is some romance here. Who were your Bionicle ships? Just my luck. Of course, the first website we run into isn't working. That's fun. But at least this is a start. We know that shipping does exist. There is a standard for it. I guess let's go to Reddit. I was kind of hoping to avoid going there, but you can only avoid for so long. Best ship in Bionicle. Now, this presents us with our first problem. I love Bionicle, but I absolutely cannot pronounce these names. Every time I was reading, I had to stop and think, how is this pronounced? Just because the world building that they established leads into the naming structure and convention, and it works brilliantly for the story and characters. It's just very difficult for me to pronounce these things. So you're going to get a lot of either mispronunciations or no pronunciations. Also, I love the small little detail here. Love isn't canon, you sick bastards. And it was the winner. For once. For once, Reddit wins. So let's see. What else do we have here? Vakama and Rudaka. Okay, that is a ship that I am familiar with. Pterodax and Gorsat, or Pterodax and Rudaka is another very popular one. Rudaka is a character that has a lot of ships. She is incredibly shippable, which is funny considering that she's evil. But I mean, hey, people love evil women. I know I do. Let's see. Okay, again, more Rudaka. There is no notice so far of... I'm looking for a very specific ship, that being Nidhiki and Lariska, also known as Dagger Spiders, also known as my girlfriend's OTP. If I can find any mention of that, that would be cool, but nothing here on Reddit. Okay. More actual ships. A whole fanon page about ships. Bionicle crack ships, okay. I mean, isn't every ship a crack ship when your franchise says love is in canon? Like, a crack ship is not canon, right? I mean, it's more than just that, but at its bare basic, right? Right? I don't know. Rudaka and Lariska. That is a ship I did not expect. Okay, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about that one. Tumblr. Let's check Tumblr out. Oh, I spy with my little eye something cute. I see a cutie. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing actually too ship-worthy here. Bionicle lore is how I met my future wife. Quote, my future wife. I mean, my girlfriend and I didn't meet through Bionicle, but it's definitely one of those things that we're just like, yeah. Hey, there you are again. My feelings on Dagger Spider's quote popularity and shipping culture as a bisexual woman. Um, she sent me this before, and I read it, and it is brilliant. It is an absolutely incredible read. I'm most likely going to link it in the description because it's far too long to read all of it here. But it's essentially just it's a unique look at the ship, its popularity in Bionicle spaces, and more so commentary on ship culture and fandom culture in regards to shipping male and female characters over male characters or female characters. Because it's a whole issue that is very much worth having a conversation about. I just don't think I can devote the time to that very important conversation in haha silly Bionicle video. But look at this. Just look at how long it is. Like, yeah, I know it's like all stretched out because of how Tumblr format. I really hate Tumblr on desktop. This is how are you supposed to read like this? But yeah, see, it's very long. It's an incredible read. She is brilliant. She is eloquent. She's right here again. Okay, this is a meme. That one's not shipping, but that's funny. But yeah, definitely gonna link that, and I would recommend reading it. Let's see what else we have. No, she's there again. Lariska was generally somewhat repulsed by his appearance, but refused to say anything because she didn't want to hurt him, because she knew he felt awful about it and didn't want him to confuse. Aw, that's sweet. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get too much more out of Tumblr, specifically regarding ships. There she is again. Man, she just lives on Tumblr. I can never figure this website out. It's too complicated for me. But, like, you go, girl. Oh my, back to back. Seriously? That's cool. Alright, enough gushing about my girlfriend. Back to the video. What else do we have here? I think the rest might just be ships. Gonna open this fanfiction page in a new tab, just so we can go back to that later. Amino. I really hate Amino, but let's see what we have here. Okay. So this is just kind of going through most ships. That's interesting. All right, so it seems like at its bare basic, there is some level of shipping, which again is to be expected. You can't stop shippers. You just can't. Yeah. Only 6 pages of Google searching though. That's small results, and more than half of them were actual ships, whether it be the toys you were selling or things like that. So that's interesting. Okay, let's move on here to fanfiction.net, a website. I don't even know if people still use this. I feel like everyone migrated over to AO3 a while ago, but let's check this out. So rating is all, language is English. I'm not going to read any of these. I just want to see what there is. And then genre is romance. 267. That's not bad. And oh wow, these are actually pretty recent. January 27th? So people are still writing for this. Okay. So the Bionicle Fandom is alive on ff.net, if barely, and they are still writing romance stories. So that's interesting. Let's see characters. Can we find the ship? Can we find the Dagger Spider? Characters. Where are there's characters. Okay, Lariska. Apply. Ah, no, it is not. It is not the ship. Sad face. What about Rudaka? What do you have to offer? Only 2. That is a surprise, considering how previously she was very shippable. And okay, they're both with Pterodax. That's a very popular ship, I think. And I feel like it's popular because it's one of the more canon compliant ships. Because the interesting thing is, even though Bionicle says ships aren't canon, romance isn't canon, love isn't canon, whatever you want to say, there's still very much hints of romantic interest or romantic tension. Like, it's there in the writing. You don't even have to, like, headcanon most of the time. Like, yeah, this is all headcanon because it's not explicit canon, but it's there. Also, confession, when I first started reading Bionicle, I thought the characters were all siblings. So when I found out that there was a fandom culture of shipping, I was just like, why? But they're not siblings, so we're good there. Okay, that's interesting. What about AO3? Let me see what that has for Bionicle. And then maybe we can check Wattpad. I don't know if people still use that or not, but let's see. Let's see what we got here. Only 333 works. Wow, that's a lot less. Okay, let's check out characters. Wow, these are so few characters. That is incredible. The fact that Bionicle is more alive on fanfiction.net than it is AO3. And I think that might be because of the specific fact that AO3 is more recent, whereas FF.net is more old school. And I mean, Bionicle's from 2003, so it itself is almost 20 years old at this point. Was it 2003 or 2004? It was early 2000s. That's all that matters. But still, it's getting close to 20 years old, which means that, yeah, it's, wow. That realization just made me feel old. Okay. Well, it's so weird that they don't have anything here. Let me try searching for it manually then. Okay. That did not work. Let me actually add Bionicle this time. That is not okay. This is what happens when you wake up at 6 in the morning to make a video. You can't spell. And I still can't spell. Okay, whatever. Nothing here yet. Why is there a link if there's not... What? That's so weird. Okay. What about... I need Hickey. Dang, only 2 stories. One of them's not in English. Okay, interesting. That is... Wow. What about Rudaka? Let me check Rudaka. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. Yes, I have read this. Let's just pretend I did. Okay, yes. Wait, does it not allow me to search specifically Rudaka? What? That's so weird. I guess I'll check you. 2 stories, okay. So 2 stories for Rudaka and Vakama. And then what about Rudaka Sidorak? How many stories do you have? 3 stories, okay. So Rudaka's got, again, pretty good stories here. Still not that much, though. So now you know, if you want to write Bionicle fanfiction, FF.net is the place to go, not AO3. I'm going to check Wattpad just out of curiosity, but I doubt there's going to be much there. Nobody uses Wattpad. There's 2 T's in Wattpad, okay. 169 stories, okay. Like I said, not too much here. Can you search filters on Wattpad? You probably can. Somehow. Okay, whatever. So that's interesting. I guess to end this off, let's look for some fan art. Let's see if we can't find any fan art for specific ships. So... that one interested me from earlier. Lariska X Rudak. Some searches may be explicit. Okay. Now I know to get my sensor ready. I don't really see any shipping. I also don't see anything too explicit. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, not too much fan art there. Okay. What about Tumblr? Checking Lariska on Tumblr. We know, of course, once again, there she is. The difficult thing about finding fan art for specifically Lariska is that she doesn't have a canon design. All of the fan art or all of the models that you see are incredibly well done, but they're all fan designs. There isn't an official one. Guess I'll make a dagger spider post. So for fanfics that show Nidaki getting mutated by Rudaka, imagine this is what I mean about pronunciation. It's in the back of the head, knocking his mask off. When he's finished mutating, the mask doesn't fit his face anymore. Originally, he's planning to throw it out. He remembers Lariska, thinks his stealth was cool power, and lets her have the mask. That is cute. And it is a surprise to see a dagger spider post that is not by my girlfriend. Because she has shown up every single time. Okay. Let's look for Rudaka X Nidhiki. If you know me, you'll know why this is a very specific ship that I want to look for. If you know, you know. Once again, not too much fan art. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's not too much there. What was that one ship on fanfiction.net? Let me look for that again. I cannot spell today. I woke up way too early for this. Was it this one? I don't think so. I'm just gonna look manually. Yeah, I'm just gonna look for it manually. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it was romance and then Rudaka. There we go. Pterodax. That's who it was. I could not remember the character. I think one of the reasons why Rudaka has so much ships, specifically her, is because the movie, I forget the name of the movie, but one of the Bionicle movies, it's on YouTube if you want to watch it. She's a prominent character in it, and she is just incredible. Like, she's probably one of my favorite characters, and her relationship with so many other characters is just incredibly interesting. And again, not really seeing any fan art here. Maybe I'm going too fast, but like, I see a couple of small things here and there, but nothing really worth pointing out. Okay. And now let's end this off with the big one. Okay. So let's check this out, see if there's anything. Oh yeah, again, not too much. Not really seeing much fan art. That's a shame, because Bionicle fan art's really good. When you can find it, it's great. It's just a struggle to find. It's a big struggle to look for. Damn, there's just a Nidhiki X Lariska revolution going on Tumblr, huh? Yeah. You wanna know who you can blame for that? I'm dating her. This is from September 14th, 2021. That's roughly when she started getting back into Bionicle again. Like, she's always liked Bionicle, but making it like a big thing that she was constantly talking about, that was around that time last year. So that lines up perfectly. And again, like, all you have to do is just go on Tumblr. And there she is. Like, you scroll through and you see her at least 5 times. There she is again. And I'm casually scrolling, and oh look, there she is again. And I'm casually scrolling, and look, there she is again. And I'm casually scrolling a bit more. Oh look, there she is again. It's like every time the page reloads, she's right there talking about them. I absolutely love it. It's so cute. Again, so There you go. Bionicle shippers, you are being kept alive. Thanks to my girlfriend. Okay. This was a rather interesting little video. I wasn't sure what to expect because when your series isn't built around romance or love, then you pretty much have to look through and see what you can find. There's always going to be, those subtle cues, and there's always going to be those characters that are kind of implied to be together, but not explicitly. So I don't think it's ever going to stop. I don't think you're ever going to have a franchise or a series that is completely anti-shipper. People will always find a way to ship something, even if they probably shouldn't ship it. But that's not the case here, thankfully. At least, as far as I know, it's not the case. And the other thing that's really interesting is that, even though there's not much, there's still the content there for people who like it. You got the Twitter posts, the Tumblr posts, you got the fan fiction, a bit of fan art here and there. It's not much, but hey, people are making content for what they love, and I think that's great. Even if there isn't going to be like a bunch of stuff out there, so long as you can find something that you like, you can make content for it. You could write the absolute worst fan fiction ever, but it's going to be nice because it's going to be something you love. It's going to be characters you love interacting together. Yeah, other people might not like it, but other people don't have to like it. You made something for something that you love. I suck at drawing. I'm completely awful at it. But sometimes I just want two characters to hold hands. Sometimes I just want two characters to hold hands. To hold hands. To hold hands. So even though I suck at drawing, I'm going to do it. There's a very clear reason why I keep pointing this out. And if anyone knows what it is, please leave it in the comments because I'm so curious if you know what I'm talking about. But either way, that's the real takeaway here is like what you like. Create content for the things that you like if there isn't any out there. If you start doing it, others are going to pick up on it. And most importantly, my girlfriend is the undisputed queen of Tumblr Bionicle. Give her the respect she deserves. Go read the post. Link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Community Discord server and down in the description where we can talk all things Bionicle and more. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.